Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Memorial Day. What is it? 5:30 Phoenix time. I'm totally exhausted. I've been on the road 3 of the last 6 days. Just got home and I am beat, but I want to show you my finds from my road trip. Finally found 2 of these. I don't care too much about it, but these have been very hard to find in my area. But I did find a couple. I guess these are only 1 per box. The golds have historically been 2 per box. So you get that, and then you get a little sticker. So I found 2 of those, which is all I need. It'll probably just get boxed up. Let's see. Let me get a little bit more light here. Alright, so some stuff for the diorama at an antique mall. I went up to Denver. These were $1. So their antique mall up there, we have the same one here. And I guess it really just depends on the time. Sometimes ours are better, but in this particular visit, theirs was definitely a lot better. Lamar, I got this for you. So this will be coming in your box with the F50 and all the other stuff. I'll send it to you just like this so you can crack it open. I've already got it. I did find this for my personal collection. I love this van. I never did find it here locally in our area, my area. The car dealership that you're looking at there, I found that at a hobby shop in Denver at what I thought was a really good price. And not real sure how it works on my setup, but it's interchangeable, so I can always go back to the gas station if I need to. Maybe set both of them up somehow. I got a bunch of stuff, so I'm not going to open anything in this video, but I will show everything that I got, starting with some Auto World stuff. All this new Auto World stuff, I've had no luck. I don't know if it's just not hitting or if the first person that's getting there is taking all of it, but I did find both of these 1970 Chevy Impalas. That is one of the Auto World castings that I really like, and I will probably pick up as many of those as I can. I found this also at that antique store. It's just a little 24 car Terra toy case. These are really hard. They're getting really hard to find. People that have these are keeping them because of these racks that they come with. I paid $8 for this, and I've seen these racks by themselves sell for like $5 a piece. And this one has two racks that are in perfect condition. So now I've got 2 of the 48 car cases and 1 of the 24. They're probably not the best ways to store your car for condition, so I will only keep vintage cars in those that are already not in mint. Couple more Auto Worlds that I found is this Muscle Wagon and this Max Wedge. So I found both of those. I found quite a bit of mainline stuff. Some Matchboxes. I don't grab a whole lot of this stuff. I'll grab all the Land Cruisers I find though. But figured I'd pick up a couple of the Mercedes. Also found a couple of the Land Rover 90 with a Skyline. It's my first gray Skyline that I found in the wild. I wanted one of these, so I picked this one up. I don't know why I want that. I think I just want it for the diorama, mostly. I picked up this Lexus, so that'll be cracked on video. I grabbed a Fuguzi and a Datsun truck. I already have those, but I like to have a few of each of those. I found 4 of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. They were really hard to find in my area. And I found a whole bunch of these at a Walmart on the road, but I only picked up 4. For 94 cents, I figured, I don't know. I'm sure someone will want them. I got this for $5. There was a vendor at the antique mall that had a whole bunch of these old T-Hunts for $5 a piece. This is the only one that I wanted. I've got the Super, so now I have the regular. By the way, all of this will be cracked on video. Also, for $1, I found this little outbuilding. I figured I could put that to use somehow on the diorama. Also, found these trees. I don't know what, the box, the packaging looks very vintage. Made in Taiwan, Baltimore, Maryland, Lifelike Products. There's no copyright date, but it looks kind of vintage. But I found these orange trees, which will be great for the diorama. These were only $2, and one thing I have found in doing this diorama is that the most expensive part of the diorama is the trees. So anytime I find them for cheap, like Hobby Lobby ran a deal for like $3 that you get a 2-pack of trees for like $3.99, and I bought a bunch of them, and I got most of these from that deal with the 40% off, because trees are just expensive for some reason. I was able to find another one of these, so this one will be available for sale or for trade, or if no one wants it, or if I can't work out a deal, I might just use the base to do a swap with another one, because I only like those with the off-road base. I found this for $10, and I know that price is kind of a risk. This is the original retro. I don't have this in my collection, and I'm assuming it was only $10 because of that major blemish there on the front quarter panel. What I'm hoping is that when I crack this open, that'll buff out. That's what I'm hoping for, because I need this in my collection, and I figured for $10 I would take that chance on it. So we'll see what happens. That will be cracked on video at some point. I found 3 loose cars. Before I show the cars, though, I want to show this this case that I found. It's an FAO Schwartz 5th Avenue Hot Wheels Gold Series. It holds 16 cars. The plastic has a little crack, but it still displays. You can't even notice the crack when it's on display. So that was $12. I thought it was worth the price. I like getting stuff like this if they're not too scratched up. This one is really clear, so this will display cars really nicely, and it's really easy to hang. So I grabbed that just for those reasons. Plus, the gold one I've never seen. I always see the black ones. I found these 2. This is a duplicate, which this is a casting. I will purchase every one I find. I think this is the nicest looking Johnny Lightning that they have put out since they relaunched last year. My opinion, this is the nicest looking casting. Not necessarily this color, but just this casting in general. I think, like I said, they put out, I don't know, 20 or 30 different castings. To me, that's the nicest looking one. And then another another series that I haven't seen in my area is these Racing Champ mints, and this Regal is so awesome. I can't wait to crack it, get it on the turntable so we can take a close look at the detail in that thing. Round 2 is killing it with the stuff they're putting out. It's really, really nice. 3 loose cars that I found. This thing is, it's not super valuable. It's maybe a $15 or $20 piece, but it's really, really hard to find in this kind of condition. This looks like a fresh blister pull. Normally when you see these, the tampos are totally destroyed or wearing off. This is totally mint condition. And it is awesome. It's an awesome black wall of one of my favorite Hot Wheels castings. I love this casting. And this thing is a gem. It's in such good condition. The bike on the back is just a really cool, it's a really cool feature. It's plastic, part of the interior's chrome, but that is a really hard casting to find in good shape. So I picked that one up. I picked this up. I had this. I bought this here locally on card and sold it, and I found it loose. It's dead mint. I mean, it's also a fresh blister pull. It's a Matchbox Super Fast. What is it? A 260Z, 2+2 or 280Z. Thing is awesome. It's in mint condition. Looks really, really good. The only thing I don't like is the hitch on the back, but you know, for $4, yeah, I think I'll take that every time. This one here was $5. This is a vintage Tomica on a Japan base. It's the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. This one has a little bit more play wear to it, but it's still in really good shape. It has the gull wing doors. I think this is only the second vintage Tomica car that I have, and this was $5. There was a couple others, but I didn't like the castings. This one was just too cool not to get. So sprung suspension, so that's really cool. And then the last car, and probably my favorite car, from Kyosho. I was very shocked to find Kyosho at the antique mall. There were 3 of these. I only grabbed this one because they were $15 a piece, and I didn't really care much for the other 2. I'll show you what they were, but I'm gonna take this out of the blister and give it a closer look in another video. But it's a BMW 750iL. And it is sick. Totally sick looking. And you're probably wondering, what is that on top of the car? That was my first question too when I saw it. But then I realized it's from 007. These are damn near impossible to find. There are none listed on eBay. There have been none to sell on eBay recently. So for $15, I think that was a great find, because I wouldn't sell it for less than $40. But I wouldn't sell it anyways, because this one is going into my collection. That is exactly the stuff I like to collect. So that's everything I found. And then when I came home, I had one package in the mailbox. This has been due to me for a long time. It was back ordered. The rest of this set came out. This one was back ordered because they had licensing issues. It was originally going to come out as a Firestone Racing, and for some reason Nissan wouldn't allow Firestone graphics on their car, so they had to change it to Goodyear. And in order to do that, it pushed back the release date quite a bit. But I did get the what are these called? Racing Hitch and Tow Nissan GTR. So I'll be doing a video on that one. So I have a lot of video content right now. A lot of stuff to crack open. I also still have the Roke from collecting for Ben. I got to crack all that stuff open. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to break it down into multiple videos to get everything cracked open and showcased and reviewed and then put away. Lamar, I have not forgot about you. I'm going to try to get your box out tomorrow, but it might be Wednesday. It won't be later than Wednesday, I promise. I'll send you a message on Instagram. I'm not sure if you'll see the video or not, but yeah, I think you'll like the box. I threw some random stuff in there that I think you might get a kick out of, so hopefully you like it. Plus the Mustang, I know you like the California Highway Patrol, and I did find that at a Hobby Lobby up in Arvada, Colorado. So I picked that up with you in mind. So Lamar has that Mustang, so there's no need for anybody else to grab it for him. Anyways, that's it, guys. So I'm going to get this uploaded, and then we will get to cracking cars open and taking a closer look at some of the stuff that I picked up. Thanks for checking it out, and I will holler very soon.